I'm Mark from Central Boiler, and today we're going to talk about PEX clamps and crimps. The first method we're going to talk about here is often referred to as the Oetiker crimp ring method. The way you put these together is take your PEX, take a crimp ring, put your fitting inside, and then we have a couple of different tools that we use. This one here, this one ratchets, and when it gets to the right level of tension, this light comes on. Very handy. This one here, when it's done ratcheting, it lets go of the fitting. All the Oetiker rings that we carry have the same size tab, so you can use the same tool for whichever size ring you are using. Take the tool and put it over that. I'll use kind of a one-arm method here with the desk as the other arm. So I'm going to tension that down. Notice now I am all the way, and the tool can release. See here from the top view, see how they're touching? So we're at the right tension. Takes care of itself. You don't need to worry about not tightening it enough or tightening it too much. These are also removable. We sell a small little, it's like a socket here that fits on your ratchet. Take that, slide it over, you see here, slide it over this, and then turn it. There. Now you can remove it. A very easy system, very affordable. The tools are reasonably priced. It's easy, you can do it. Probably our most popular. Next, we have our crimp rings. The way you put these together would be you take your piece of PEX, take your crimp ring, slide it over the PEX, put your fitting on, and take your special tool for the 1/2 inch. Make sure it's on there straight. See there? And then crimp it down. And you're done. One of the drawbacks with this is the tool is very unwieldy. Let's say you're in a tight space like a water heater closet, a water heater in a closet, or underneath a sink, or you're connecting PEX for a heater somewhere. You've got to get that tool in there, and you might not have much room. The next series we'll talk about has been called the Robust Hose Clamp. On the 1¼ inch and the 1 inch, we have a bolt that's lubricated. It's a 10mm head, so you can use a socket, nut driver, or wrench to tighten it. When you do tighten it, make sure that these here are touching. These two barrels must touch. That way you have a good seal. Now on the 25mm, it's a 5/16 inch wrench that turns the head of the bolt, and these do not touch. So when you tighten it, take a wrench there, tighten it down a little bit. Notice they're not touching. How tight do you make this? Well, beyond common sense, it's 7.3 foot-pounds of torque. And finally, the method that anybody can do, and it's the most fun to play with, push-fit fittings. We'll take a piece of PEX, we want to put a fitting on it. Here's an elbow, a 90-degree elbow. We have this tool for chamfering the end for 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch copper or PEX. Put it over the PEX, go around a couple times, chamfer, smooth out the end. That way you don't have any barbs, much might hurt the O-ring inside the push-fit fittings. After you've done that, you push it into the fitting. Now, there's a little piece that's inside the fitting. You can see it there. You want to put your PEX over that. One thing you can do to make it easier is take it out, slide it over like that. Now, push it in, one push, into the push-fit fitting. Done. Easy peasy. Now let's say this is your water heater and you bought one of those cheap water heaters that rots out. Well, what you can do is take it apart. Replace your water heater with that, put this fitting on, push on that little ring right there, see that? And now it's going to come apart very easily. Now, back in the olden days, when we used to want to attach PEX and copper, we used to have to put a fitting on copper like this. Normally I'd need to do some soldering with a special fitting. Then we put the PEX on, crimp it, etc. Well, now we've eliminated the soldering. Instead of using this piece here, we can use a push-fit fitting. Put your PEX on this end and put your copper on this end. Anybody can do this. No soldering required, and it can be taken apart. So in conclusion, all of these methods work great. There's different expenses involved, so if you have like a half a dozen fittings in your system, you can easily get by using push-fit fittings. Anyway, they all work great, and we have what you need. Thanks for joining us.